Hi Scorpio, welcome to your July 2020 read. I'd like to apologize for last month for it taking so long to upload. I don't know why, but your guys' took the longest to upload out of everyone's videos, which delayed all the other videos getting recorded and made because I do record everything from my phone and upload directly to YouTube. And that's why for those who are new, that's why I shuffle 8 cards and then a 9th card that is your overall energy off deck, and then I use an after tarot deck to clarify, and then I pull cards from other decks for a few other things, which you will see as we go along. And this video, again, is for July 2020 for Scorpio placements, which would be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and even Mercury, or whatever placements you feel like is important to look at, okay? So let's get into this read, and hopefully this time it will let me finish recording this, because I don't know what's going on with y'all Scorpios, but this this had I had to redo this because there wasn't enough memory, and so you might get a different read because these are the same cards that I shuffled. These ones are the same ones, but from today for July. But those ones when I clarify may now get different clarifiers, so we'll see. So your overall energy is the Sun card, which this can represent a Leo. So some of you may have Leo placements or dealing with someone who has Leo placements, but if not, this card is it's really much what the sun makes you feel. Warm, but in a good way, not when it's too hot and you're like, oh my god, let me go to get some water. It's not that. It's the nice, good feeling when the sun actually feels good hitting your skin, warmth, happiness, carefree, childlike energy. It's very much that. So some of you are coming into this energy in July. Some of you may have, depending on when. This is just the overall energy. So it could happen anytime throughout July. It could happen for a day. It could happen for a week, the whole month. It could happen to you at the end of July, but this is kind of the overall energy, the overall vibe. So I do think that things overall are going to be good or will be good for you, okay? So your first card is the 9 of Wands, which wands do represent fire signs, which a Leo is a fire sign, but also Sagittarius and Aries are the other fire signs. So this card, the 9 of Wands, is about you have been through so much, you've journeyed. It's kind of you've just really been through a lot. You've journeyed a lot, you've journeyed far. You may have fallen down several times, but you've gotten back up, and you may need a little bit of a breather and a second to rest, but you're going to get back out there and get back at it and keep doing it and keep going. You're not, you haven't given up. You have not let the feeling of defeat overwash you necessarily, but you are with the 8 of Cups, and Cups do represent water signs, which Scorpio, you are a water sign. The other water signs would be Cancer and Pisces. Sorry. So some of you, though, are deciding to walk away from the situation, or a person you're dealing with is deciding to walk away from a situation with you. And then you do have the 9 of Cups in reverse, which could mean that there was a message of love, or just a message that would be bringing you something emotionally fulfilling, or bringing someone else, the person you're dealing with, something emotionally fulfilling, and it didn't go well. Either they didn't accept it, or maybe they did accept it and then things kind of ran its course, and but it didn't end on a good note, though. Which makes sense because the next card is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, which the Pentacles do represent earth signs, which would be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, and all the videos are already up for all the earth signs. But yeah, anyways, this card is about a deep sadness and depression. So some of you may be really sad and depressed because of things that are going on in the world. Some of it may be because of your own personal life. This card also, which is I hate, that's why I hate this card, is because this card also has to do with fertility issues and even potentially miscarriages. So I really hate to put that energy out there and say it, but I just, it is something someone could already have had a miscarriage, You know, or just trying to get pregnant, and really it's not working out right now, which I am so sorry. You know, that is something that, you know, for me, I personally have not had a miscarriage or anything, but I think I'm someone who wants to be a mother someday, and that would just have got me, you know, if that something like that happened to me. So your next card is the Queen of Cups, which cups again represent water signs, which is you guys, and your Scorpio. So, oh my god, it would be Pisces and Cancer. I hope I said that right when I said the other water signs. If I didn't, I apologize. So then, yeah, the Queen of Cups. So this card, like, every time I see it, I just feel like, oh, she's so angry, you know? And I know this card is really about someone who is bitter and upset. And I feel like, yeah, and it could be because of this situation where those who are trying to get pregnant, it could be very upset, and it can make you very bitter that you're not, and then other people are maybe having an easier time than you. You could have just had a very heartbreaking romantic situation where, like, you know, you're really hurt and upset, and all these other people are like having wonderful romances around you, and it's just making you bitter. The next card, though, is the Justice card in reverse, which this can represent a Libra, or so you could have Libra placements or dealing with someone who's a Libra. You know, if so, be careful. But this card is about there's a lack of justice. There's a situation that hasn't got justice yet. What it is, we don't know, because we're going to have to clarify. And you guys might get different clarifiers than the ones that you got from the original video that I tried to do before my phone said there's not enough memory. The next card is the Emperor card, which can represent an Aries. So if you don't have Aries placements or aren't dealing with someone with Aries placements, yeah, so this card could be multiple things. It could be you could be becoming a boss, like having a promotion at work, moving up higher level. You could have more authority at work. You could have a really good relationship with an authority figure, whether it is a father or, you know, older brother, or like, you know, a boss, or, you know, like that type of thing. It could be that, or it could be either someone views you as their ideal partner, or you view someone as your ideal partner. Whether male or female, I'm just going to say that just for this, whether male or female, it's like you really do view someone as like an ideal partner, or they view you as that. Or you are an ideal person match, but, you know, you just haven't met someone yet. Could be that. And then the next card is the Queen of Wands in reverse, which wands do represent fire signs, which would be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. But with this being in reverse, I feel like there could be a lack of chemistry, a lack of passion going on in a situation. Yeah, it's just not as, like, steamy or something as it used to be. So let's clarify and see what you get, if you get the same cards or not. So that will change. All right. Why is the Sun card here for Scorpios read as their overall energy? Why is the Sun card? Okay. Oh, this makes no sense now. Your overall energy is being clarified by the Four of Cups, which this card is about being so upset about past situations that didn't work out that you're purposely blocking your own blessings. Now, that is not what you got earlier for it when I did it. When I shuffled these earlier, you got actually the Chariot card. Oh my god. But I'm shuffling these ones in real time, guys. So, like, yeah. So now some of you, well, it would make sense is because then it's saying you need to embrace the Sun card. You need to be warm. You need to be a little bit more healing and a little bit more open with your feelings and more lighthearted and carefree, because you purposely blocking your blessings is going to cause hurt to other people, and that's not what you need, and that's not what the sun energy is about. Okay. Why is the 9 of Wands in this read for Scorpio? Oof, you've got the Devil card. So some of you may have been in a really toxic situation, or you could have been dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah, this situation was like seductive. It was very tempting, but like you need to be careful. Like no wonder why you're feeling very like. For some of you, you are in a toxic situation and you need to walk away. That's okay. So then why is the 8 of Cups here? Is that what they need to walk away from? Is this toxic situation? Is that what it is? Why is the 8 of Cups here? I'm going to laugh if the same card pops up from the one that you had last time. No, it's not. Okay, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So, like, you're walking away from a situation because there's, like, a lack of chemistry. It's a lack of... Yeah, there's, like, a lack of chemistry, a lack of happiness, sexy times, all of that good stuff. It's not, just sexual stuff, but it's just a lack of chemistry. There's a lack of connection between you and someone. So that's why you've walked away. All right, so why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here in reverse for Scorpio? Why is the Knight of Cups here for Scorpio? Okay, oof. The Ace of Cups in reverse. So yeah, there is just this situation. There's not enough love and like connection here, and like, yeah. All right. I don't even think I need to clarify the 9 of... But, okay. I'm going to do it because that's what I do for all my reads, but... Alright, why is the 9 of Pentacles there? So, you have the 2 of Swords, which swords do represent air signs, which would be Libra, but you did get the Justice card down here. Or Gemini or Aquarius. But this card is about having to decide, make a decision, needing to decide between 2 things. And usually 2s, those don't represent third-party situations, but in After Tarot, I would take it as that because there's literally 2 different guys or people, whoever, they're fighting over this person here with like, a bandage over them. They're kind of not really looking. They're kind of letting these other 2 people duel it out to make their decision for them. So you could have been in a situation, where like maybe someone was trying to pick if they want you or not, and they went with the other, and it was upsetting, or vice versa. Whatever. It's definitely I think alluding to a third party situation. If there isn't like fertility issues that is causing like issues in a relationship. Okay, why is the Queen of Cups here in this read for Scorpio for July 2020? Okay, you have the 6 of Cups, which this is about nostalgia, whether you are nostalgic for people, jobs, homes, whatever, from the past, even relationships, or the person you're dealing with is feeling nostalgic, or it could be someone from your past is coming back, or something from your past is coming back, and like, maybe they already come back, and it's someone where it is toxic and not good, and that's why you're feeling, like, angry and bitter and hurt and sad. Where's the Justice card? Okay, the Justice card is being clarified by the World's in reverse. So, things are stuck. They're not going anywhere. Nothing's moving. That's why you haven't gotten justice yet. Or the person you're dealing with hasn't got justice yet for the situation because of the way things are right now. Because the World card does have to do with traveling and moving. It could be like you're moving to a new house. It could be just, going places, literally traveling around the world. It also has to do with abundance and things kind of coming your way and good things coming towards you. And it's all stuck right now. It's all stuck right now. So why is the Emperor in this read here for Scorpio? Why is the Emperor here in this read for Scorpio? Okay, you have the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is a quick moving energy. So someone can come in really fast out of nowhere who either is going to view you as their emperor, or you're going to view them as like your person. Either way, it's like it's going to come in really fast and kind of like it might scare you and startle you a little bit, Scorpio. Okay, and why is the Queen of Wands here? Why is the Queen of Wands in reverse in this read? Why is the Queen of Wands in this read? Okay, you got 2 cards wanting to come out. So you have the Empress, which that card is also about fertility and stuff. So, you know, you may have some rough patches, but might be back in a place where you can, you know, get pregnant, or the person you're dealing with can get pregnant and stuff. If not, this card is about like, again, kind of similar to the Emperor card. It's the feminine energy of the Emperor card. So having both of those in a read is kind of like, there could be someone circling you who is your soulmate and you're their soulmate, but there could be so many different things that is blocking you guys from getting together, because you have the 2 of Pentacles here next to it, and it's like you or them are weighing your options, and that's maybe why right now there's like a lack of chemistry and connection and heat and stuff going on between you guys. Even if like this person is your person, it's like you are being indecisive about something. All right. Okay, what does Scorpio need to know for July 2020? What else does Scorpio need to know for July 2020? What else does Scorpio need to know for July 2020? Come on. All right. You have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So, yeah, there could be a lack of things heating up, passion right now. You know, lack of sexiness and intimacy right now, just because of, it could be because of the way things are in the world and social distancing, and you or maybe the person you're dealing with is trying to stay away from getting sick and stuff and potentially catching it, something like that. Oh, hey, you had this card in your last read. But it was in reverse, so this time it's upright. So you have the 7 of Pentacles, which this is about hard work and like hard work paying off. You know, whether it is hard work in a relationship, hard work in trying to better yourself, whatever. It's about hard work paying off. And I think it will, because you have, you have 3 cards here. Oh. Okay, I'm going to do these 2 and then the last one, that one. Okay. So you have the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands, which 10s in tarot are about completion and a cycle coming to an end. So with the 10 of Swords, it's usually kind of like, you know, someone has kind of betrayed you, backstabbed you maybe, but you know who, like, you know who it is and who's done it. But in the After Tarot, I feel like it's kind of like you are picking up those pieces of that hurt. And with the 10 of Wands, it's kind of like you kind of are now like coming out of this situation, but you needed to take a big rest. You need to rest. You need to relax. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which if you are dealing with a more feminine, like earth sign energy, there could be some issues with them. Again, this is another card that has to do with like mothering, nurturing type of energy. So there could be a lack of that going on right now, whether on your end or the other person's end. Like they're not being nurturing, you're not being nurturing, and it doesn't have to be a female. It doesn't have to be another female. It doesn't have to be a female, or whoever, you know. It's just like there's a lack of like a nurturing bond going on, a lack of, I would say, a solid foundation. There may be a lack of like generosity kind of going on, something like that. Okay, sex magic now. All right, sex magic cards. What do we have for Scorpio for July 2020? Oh, this wants to pop up. It's the 5 of Wands in reverse. Why y'all keep getting these cards in reverse? Like everyone does. I don't think I've done anyone's read where all 4 of them have been upright. Okay, what else? I'll clarify it in a bit. Sorry. Those are the cards that, like, I don't know if y'all know. I still don't know what they all mean individually, so I gotta look them up because the sex magic ones are a little different. Okay. Then you have the wheel. Upright. Okay, give me 2 more cards for Scorpio for July 2020. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands, which I can't remember. This is the one that's about in like embracing, but I could be wrong. Okay. And then give me 1 more card for Scorpio. Please. Oh my god. I'm 4 minutes away from the mark of where I cut off on the last one, and I hope I deleted enough stuff off my phone, so I won't do that this time. Oh, and you have 2 more that wanted to come out. Okay, so you have the Ace of Pentacles upright, and then in reverse you got the 2 of Wands. So let's look up what they mean. So the 5 of Wands. Oop, I accidentally turned to the French side. 5 of Wands. It's in reverse, but this is what it looks like upright, just so you kind of get like a better picture. So this one is about watching. So there may be a lack of watching right now. Good luck and happiness are not always and only for ourselves, but can be passed on to others, expecting that someone would give them to us in the future. So yeah, there may be a lack again, because you have the World card in reverse. There is probably a lack of things moving forward, a lack of good luck, which that kind of, the World card is kind of similar to the Wheel of Fortune in the sense of like abundance and things kind of turning in your favor. And I guess right now there might be a little bit of a lack of it, you know, but you do have the Wheel card upright in the sex magic. So let's see what that means up right here. The Wheel. So this is about change. So it's about propitious destiny to be seized or old desires and feeling undergoing transformation by observing. You understand where and how to change your strategy. So it's basically you need to observe and watch and see what you need to do differently. It could literally be sexually. What are you doing wrong in the bed that's not satisfying someone? Or even just emotionally and mentally stuff where you need to change your strategy and think of how to better your relationships with someone. Sit and pay attention. Like, again, there's a lack of watching. So you need to watch in order to change and observe things and see what you're doing that's not going all that well. So this one was the Knight of Wands. The next card, which is on this page. I was right. The Knight of Wands is about embracing. So this is the bond that prevents others from escaping us is made not out of fear but of joy, not of chains but of freedom, not of past but of future promises. So yeah, like allow freedom obviously in a relationship, allow joy, but don't like stifle it, you know what I mean? Don't crush it. There's some people who are so scared of things going wrong that they kind of crush when they have good things going their way. Right, the next one was the Ace of Pentacles, right? Yeah, which is this one. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles. So this one is about gratification. A complete and gratifying relationship unites mind, flesh, and spirit. Love is rooted in intimacy that follows intercourse. So obviously, if you are someone who is asexual or you are in a not cis-het relationship, You know, I mean, obviously, whatever you and your partner's idea of intimacy and sex, you know, and gratification through that way, like, yeah, but you need to make sure you're being intimate with each other too, not just physically, not just sexually, like emotionally and intimate and all that. All right, and the last one was the Two of Wands in reverse. A lot of wands, my friends. All right, Two of Wands is about nearness, sharing every bit of food to unite with one another without losing the person. So, you know how they say, like, oh, I gave you my last bit of food? It's like that type of intimacy where you love and care about someone so much that you're okay with them eating your last bit of food. You share food with them. And I know there's some people like sharing food isn't that big of a deal, but you know, when you really love someone, then like it's your favorite food and you're like, here, you can have some, and just like, it's that type of, there's a lack of that. And I think these cards are reminding you that you need to, that it's okay to be intimate and open with people and show your soft side to people. Oops, this fell. Okay, so your first romance angel card is new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Ooh, Scorpio. For some of you Scorpios, not all of you. Okay, what else? So we have for Scorpio for July 2020. Okay. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So, yes, some of you may be still in a, you know, self-isolation and stuff because of what's going on in the world. And it's like, it's still time for that going on. Which is the most obvious, like, you know, answer here with that card. But that card could also mean, like, you need to take time and reflect and think about, if you're single, you need to take time to reflect and think about what you want in a relationship and maybe what other goals in life you have besides romance. And then for those of you who are in a relationship, you and your person need to really, like, you know, spend time with just each other if you haven't, or find a way to do it, and also reflect and think about what you both want out of this relationship. Is it working for you? I think it's always good to check in and see if you guys are still on the same page, you know, about things. I think that's important. Okay, romance angel cards. What else we got for Scorpio? Okay, ooh, we have wedding. This situation involves a marriage. So as the little translation for that card would be, yes, some of you are going to be getting married very, very soon. Some of you may go to a wedding and that's how you end up meeting the person you're supposed to be with. Or, and I hope that's not, but there might be some of you, you are in a situation where the person's already married. And if that's the case, please be careful. Okay, and what else? One more for romance angel. Oh. Well, I'm going to take them because theme has been popping up a lot, is children. Your love life is affected by children. For some of you, yeah. You and the person you are with, you guys may be talking about children, whether or not you can actually conceive children, you know, in your own body or not. You and your person have been talking about maybe kids, and that could be affecting it. Maybe one of you wants kids and the other one doesn't. You know, you could have one of you or both of you could have kids from a previous relationship, and, like, you know, situations maybe with their parents or whatever are, like, affecting, you know, your guys' relationship. There could be hope there's not, but it could be a love child, you know, from a third party situation that is affecting your relationship. Or the most simple thing, you and your person need to have more childlike energy in your relationship. You know, you need to be more carefree and childlike. And then the last thing is separation. Time apart from your partner's on the horizon. So for some of you, it could really be because, like, you know, like, I have a friend who, I think he's a Scorpio moon, and this is why I'm bringing it up, just in case this situation applies to other Scorpio placements. He's in a long-distance relationship. I haven't spoken to him in a while for other reasons, which I'm not getting into. But from what I know, he is in a relationship where the person lives in another country than him. And, you know, he was, before all this, like, COVID stuff started, he was planning to go see her. And then all this COVID stuff started. There's a ban from, you know, going from Europe to America and America to Europe. So, you know, from what I know, from the last time I spoke to him, he has not seen her in person. And it's, you know, so it could be simple as that. Like, you and your person may be spending time apart because you guys don't live near each other, and because of quarantine and stuff, you can't see each other. For others of you, like, you guys need to spend some time apart and really maybe take time, like, again, to self-reflect on what you want in a relationship. If you want the relationship you're in, or for some of you, it could be the relationship is sadly coming to an end. So there are multiple possibilities. So last but not least, we are doing your notes from the universe. Scorpio. So your read took a different turn. I mean, it's still the same, like, base 8 cards in the 9th overall energy, but your clarifiers, I was still in, like, the after tarot portion when it pooped out on me and said there wasn't enough memory, and I don't know how to, like, edit videos on my phone to stitch them together where I could have continued from where I was. So that's why I redid it, and you got a little bit of a different read. But I'm not mad at it, because maybe this is the one that the universe wanted, you know, wanted to have. So, notes from the universe. What do we have for Scorpio for July 2020? This is for Scorpio placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. What do we have? Oh, this one wanted to come out. So, it says, there isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. I love these cards. They're so pretty. The only difference between a friend and a foe is that you've decided where love can grow. Ho, the universe. Interesting. All right, what else do we have for Scorpio? But yeah, Scorpio, for those of you who are in a situation where you were being so guarded with your heart and your feelings because of past situations that didn't work out, and now you're kind of blocking good things coming your way, don't do that. I feel like, you know, don't do that. Don't do that at all. For those of you who are seriously, because I really do think this is really going on for some of you, if fertility and the talk and fertility or just children in general are affecting your relationship, I have to say, make sure you're on the same page. I want to make this quick as possible. So, like, you know, my ex, the reason why me and him broke up is because I want kids one day and he doesn't. And, you know, me and him both really, really care about each other a lot. And if I showed you our placements, like, all of our placements are wildly, like, compatible. Like, let me repeat that. Me and him have birth charts that are compatible. So I'm a Gemini sun and moon with Leo rising. He's an Aries rising, he's an Aquarius sun. What am I doing? No, he's an Aries sun, Aquarius rising, and then I think he's a Leo moon. So those placements, right, are all compatible. And then his Mars is the same. Me and him have the same Mars and Venus, which our Mars and Venus is Pisces and Aries. So all of our placements, right, very compatible, extremely compatible to pretty much a T. But me and him are literally on the same page about everything else except for this, children. And that's why me and him aren't together. And it sucks because, like, you know, how much we really care about each other. So that's why I want to make it clear. Like, if you and the person you're dealing with, they don't want to have kids, I am sorry. And I know how hard it is to walk away from them, but you got to walk away. Because one day, if you stay together, you're going to be in a place where you're resenting one of you is going to resent the other for not, like, doing what they wanted to do. So don't put yourself in that situation, okay? It's very funny because your next card is Honor Thyself. And it says, just curious, when was the last time you looked into a mirror and addressed yourself as goddess, magnificent, or sublime. It matters. Here's looking at you. Here's to looking at you, gorgeous. The universe. P.S. Okay, hubba hubba counts. So look. Yes, honor yourself, not just by like, telling yourself that you're wonderful, amazing, and beautiful. Yes, you should do the things, but also make sure honoring yourself in what you want. Okay? And I just want to really hit a nail to that because a huge amount of this theme has been fertility in children. So like, if you and your person are not on the same page about it, regardless of who is who in the situation, you need to honor yourselves and really stick to what you want in terms of that and make the decision. If you both want kids, awesome. And then if you guys both want kids, but like your situation is the fertility situation, really maybe consider adoption and other options that are out there. But if you are the person where one of you wants kids, the other one doesn't, let it just, you have to do what you really want in terms of that thing, and it I'm telling you, it sucks. But for those of you who are being in a place where you were like blocking your own blessings, don't do that. Really don't do that. Don't block your blessings. All right, Scorpio, I'm gonna get one more notes from the universe card for you, and then we are done. I'm sorry if it feels like I'm lecturing you. Look, turn your love light on. And it says, sometimes the best way to remain sane is to love like crazy. Works for me, the universe. To me, this is like, allowing yourself to give and receive love. Do it. Okay, Scorpio, I am sorry for that little, the children talk, but I feel like it needs to be said because, again, children are such a huge theme in this read, and fertility. So, yeah, sorry, Scorpios. But I really do hope you have an amazing July 2020. As amazing as one can with what's going on in the world, obviously. But yeah, I really wish you guys the best, and until next month, see you around.